Hello everyone, Vicki Achard here with Nature's Best Art. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about color charts and how to make a color chart. And at the end of this video, I will show you all the color charts that I've made since I've been painting since 2015. Yeah. So I'm going to turn the camera down and I'm going to show you the paints we're going to be using today. Okay. So here they are. Winsor Newton Cotman watercolor, student grade paints. Okay, and the Winsor and Newton Cotman watercolors are so much vibrant. I was so happy to see when I started to make my color chart that they were much more, vivid, and I was just thrilled because I thought they would turn out kind of weak, a little weak, but they weren't at all. So I was happy about that. And now we're not going to be using the white one today and to make the color chart. I didn't think that was necessary. And the mauve color I've been using for a couple years, and I really liked using that in a lot of my paintings. So I just wanted to keep that together just to keep track of that. So let me now show you the color chart that I've started to make. And actually there's only one strip here that needs to be done yet. But we'll do that together. Okay, isn't it beautiful? Oh, I love all the colors. Just look at how vivid and bright and beautiful, rich they look. I was really happy with it. So now the 17 colors I always put on the top here, and then I also put the exact same colors on the left side here, and the same, the same order. Okay, you just want the same order all the way down and all the way across. Now, what I did also was I used this Sharpie, the fine pen Sharpie, to write the names of the colors across and down. And I also put the name of the paint that I used, Winsor Newton Cotman, just in case like 10 years down the line I will look at this and have no question about what paints they are. I also did them in rainbow order. I just like my paints that way, actually, to put my paints that way. I did, now the burnt sienna is a little orange, but I have it with my earth tones here, for my rock colors, my trees. Isn't that a beautiful green? I love Viridian hue. And let's see, it was Viridian hue and Ultramarine Blue, I believe it was. Let's see, Viridian, oh yeah, look at that green there. And my burnt sienna one. Now let me turn this around so you can see this one. Okay, isn't that beautiful? So you can, develop all these colors from two colors. And I'm going to show you how to do that. I actually figured out, I believe I have 289 colors here. To use on my any paintings. And what I love, why I love to make a color chart, is because it takes the guesswork out of mixing a couple colors, to get that perfect color that you want for your painting. Okay, so let's you know what, I'm going to bring this down a little bit for you so you can see it a little better. Okay, I brought my camera closer and focus it in closer. And I also want to let you know that I made my squares a ½ inch instead of an inch. You could do anything you want, but later on I thought I wanted maybe to add a few more colors, maybe get a few more paint tubes, who knows, I don't know. But so I wanted to keep some room down below all these colors for that, in case I wanted to add more colors. And I actually made the lines with a T-square instead of a ruler because it lined it up really nicely. I got this at Dick Blick's. And you can line it up against your, butt it up against your paper here, line it up real nice. and it goes to 18 inches, so I was able to go all the way across my paper, which was nice, instead of a ruler that stops at 12 inches. I did, however, hear after I bought this that it's nice to have a clear T-square, and you know, if you use it for your paintings, you can see right through the ruler, you know, when you put, you know, use it for your paintings, which would probably would have been nice, but that's okay. So let's see what else. I wanted to also just let you know too that I made my colors darker on one side than the other. You know, I lightened it up here, and I'll show you how I did that. Because, you know, when you paint darks and lights, right? So you can actually see what they look like dark and light, which was really nice, I thought. So, alright, so now I'm going to be using a number 6 round. This is Mimik Creative Mart. I have my spray bottle in case I wanted to mist my paints, of which I actually did before we got on camera, and then a few times afterwards. And then also we are going to, I'm going to using my 2 water containers here. This is for my my dirty water, you know, dirty when I get the paints, when I mix the paints. And then this, you know, another one's for my clean. You know, I dip my brush, and I'll show you what I do there, in the clean water. So, alright, let's get started, okay? Alright, so, dipping my brush, and I'm going to pick up that Alizarian Crimson. And this is Alizarian Crimson Hue. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to stroke it once, okay, right here, and then stroke it again. I stroked it more, but anyway, that's basically twice, okay. I want to rinse my brush in the dirty water, tap it on, you know, my, see, can you see that? Yeah, tap it on my, you know, towel to get that paint off, and then put it in the clean water, tap it again. Right, then I want to pick up my Cad Yellow Hue, and I just want to do one. This is my Cad Yellow Hue. I just want to put it one time in here, and that will give me the ratio. 2, always, all these colors on top, you're going to put more paint than the Cad Yellow, okay? So it's 2 to 1. That's the ratio, and that's how you get that color always. Okay, all right, and I'm going to mix that up. Okay, and let's see what we got. Now, any kind of water that goes on your ferrule here, you want to take it off. Okay, let's put that down. Oh, that's beautiful. I knew I'd get a rich orange, I believe. So I'm putting the darker side here. Okay, and then I want to put that in my dirt, you know, the dirty water, blot it out, and then put it in my clean water, and then, you know, I put it on my rag here, and then I bring it out like that, and that's how you make light and dark, of course. Okay. That is very pretty, and you're probably wondering what this is. That dot right before camera, you wouldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. I was moving my paints around and my chart around, and my brush flipped, and it didn't get all over, thank goodness. It just got right here. So that is lamp black, but I got rid of most of it, and I put a little white here. So anyway, I could have used, let me show you that actually I'm kind of glad that happened, because we can talk about something that you might not know about. It's called the Low Cornell Maxine's Mop. And if it was a painting, what I would have done is I would have got water on the Maxine's Mop, and I would have scrubbed it out, and I would have gotten that paint back inside there, inside that area. anyway, so that's something that you might run up against if you get paint, extra paint, or a different paint that you don't want on your painting, so you can scrub it out with a Maxine's mop. But since it wasn't a painting, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, now let's get the permanent rose. Okay, all right, I'm rinsing my brush. Okay. All right, so let's get the permanent rose, which is this one here. 1, 2, cleaning it. Okay, and then I put it in my water. I don't really have to put it on my towel. All right at that point. And then my cad yellow hue, which is 1. And I'm mixing it. And you do want water on that to activate that color. Otherwise it's gonna not do well. Okay, now let's see what this looks like. Okay, very vibrant orange. You can see a little red in there. A little less red though than the alizarin crimson. Alright, cleaning it. Okay, and I'm just going to put it in my clean water. Alright, let's see, so you can see that. Okay, right there. I'm going to put a little bit more water on it because I want to, okay. Oh, looks quite different, doesn't it? There's a little too much water in there. Just, you know, put it on your towel a little bit. All right, let's do the next color. Cad red hue. Okay, so I'm going to go 2 because it's on the top. 1, 2. I'm going to get my cad yellow hue once. Okay. Whoops, wrong one. That happens. Okay, let's do it again. Once. Okay. All right. Looks like we're going to be getting a lot of oranges, which is wonderful to make your pumpkins, right? In the fall time. Oh, wow, that would be pretty. Beautiful. And you know, a lot of pumpkins, excuse me, have a couple, you know, like 2 or 3 even. I see when I paint my pumpkins. I have a painting that I did, and I have 3 colors in each pumpkin, actually. You know, as far as the glazing, because I saw, you know, different colors in it. Okay, let's do now this, of course, the cad yellow hue and the cad yellow hue, excuse me, will give you, of course, the same color, right? Okay, so here's our cad yellow. I just want to make sure that I have it with a little water, so that, and I don't mind this little, if you see that, I don't know if you see that little orange right there, I don't mind that. I'll just if it did a couple times I had to you know, take that color out, but I don't mind that. Let's take a little of this off so that I can make it a little lighter. It's hard to even tell. This is like, wow, so light, this cad yellow. Let me scrub that off a little bit there. So get that off there. Now the lemon yellow is light also. This is very light too. I'm a little surprised. I thought the cad yellow would be a little darker. Oh, we'll see. Alright, so here's lemon yellow now. Okay, let's get our lemon yellow. Okay, that's 2 strokes of the lemon yellow. 1, 2. It's actually a lemon yellow is brighter than the cad yellow hue. I have to remember to say hue at the end of these cads. I wanted to buy the, all right, now what am I doing? All right, the lemon yellow and the cad yellow. Okay, there's the cad yellow. Okay. I wanted to buy the hues instead of just the cads. There's a little bit of a question whether or not, if you don't get the hues, the cad yellows are toxic, but most, you know, well, we'll go into, I'm going to be making another video and talking all about the paints, but you don't have to worry about the hues and the toxicity at all. How you say that? Toxicity? And there's a lot of debate whether or not the cad, if just the cad yellows and the cad, let's see, cad reds are, you know, are toxic, but I just stayed away from that and got the hues. Okay, now let's do the yellow ochre. Okay, let's see here. Let's do that. 1. Whoops. Make sure I got that. That might. Okay, let's bring a little water in that. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, and 3. That doesn't look like I got a lot on there, but we'll see. Yellow ochre and cad yellow hue. Just 1. That looks like I got very little, but anyway, I did get it, see? Alright. You can tell that's goldish like this is, see? Alright. We're going to go all the way down the line here. Oh, that's pretty color, isn't it? I like that. Okay, let's do raw sienna as our next color. Okay, that's this one here. Oh, I got more out of that one. 1, 2, and the cad yellow hue. Okay. Let's pick up a little bit more. Okay. Oh, I can see the yellow in there with the raw sienna. Let's see. Yep, it's a little bit lighter than the yellow ochre. These remind me of like, you know, middles of flowers, or your shadows, you know, on your yellow paintings. There we go. Your yellow paint. Your yellow, you know, when you put yellow, you want a light and a dark. Maybe these would be the darker, you know, you do the yellow, and then these would be the shadows maybe, or the darker. That would be pretty. All right, let's try Sap Green. Now what I'm going to do, so, well, I can still go down here. You can still see me a little bit here, and then I'll take some of that paint off. All right, let's do Sap Green. So that's this one here. Can you see that? Yep. Okay, there's Sap Green. 1, 2. I think of all the colors, I'm going to put a little bit more because I didn't get much on my brush. Of all the colors that I've been working with on this color chart, I do think the Sap Green, compared to my professional M. Graham watercolor paints, I believe the Sap Green is just a little bit weaker than all the rest of the paints, is what I'm picking up. But okay, cad yellow hue. I do love my Sap Green in the M grams. So, you know, I just might be so used to, oh, the Sap Green in the M grams is like, I don't know, it's like very, very, what can I say? It's not rich, it's, oh, what's the word? It's not weak. So it's a very, you know, strong Sap Green, and so I think it's just different. So, but look at, isn't that pretty with the little yellow in it? See, now here's the Sap Green here, you can see, and this is a little bit yellower because of our cad yellow hue, and I like that. That's very pretty. I'm not saying I don't like Sap Green. Look at all the beautiful colors. That's Sap Green and all, you know, wait, where am I? Yep, Sap Green here. And then these, when you mix like we're doing here, look how pretty. Very beautiful. Look at that one. Oh my, wait, can you see that one? Yeah, just beautiful. And so I do like the color. It's just a little weaker. Okay, so let's make our light so we know what that looks like. Lighter when we paint. And I guess I could have gotten rid of this. All you got to do is take some water there. Get rid of that color on top. Okay, now let's do the Hooker's Green. I love Hooker's Green. In fact, you know, this is a student grade Hooker's Green. And let me see. Let me get it here. So here's Hooker's Green. One. Here, I better put my brush in. Oh, that looks like it needs a little water. Let me mix that up. Okay. All right, so here's, let's see which, can you see right here? Yeah, Hooker's Green. 1 and 2. Yeah, don't be afraid to get the paint, because if you don't get the paint on there, it's going to turn out, you know, real weak and you won't be able to see it well. All right, there's the Hooker's Green and the cad yellow hue. 1. All right, let's see what this makes. What I was going to say is I have Hooker's Green in the professional Winsor Newton, and I absolutely love it. And I really like it in, you know, the student grade. This is all student grade, remember. So let's see what this looks like now. Oh, yeah. Isn't that a beautiful green? So pretty. I love, you know, the rich, rich colors. And I'm going to show you some of my paintings that I've done. Since I started making a color chart, I just think it makes a huge difference in your paintings, really, because you're aware of what colors, you know, that you can, you know, use, really, you know, if you make your color charts. So here we go. Look at that. That's very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, oh, Viridian hue. Y'all, I just love Viridian hue. And let's see what that's going to do. Okay. Now, here's Viridian hue. Here I got Sap Green, Hooker's Green, Viridian hue, which is, you know, has a little blue in it. So here's 1. Oh, that's quite a bit. Let's see. You know, Viridian hue is a very strong color. 2. Okay. All right, and then cad yellow hue. All right, cad yellow hue. This one. Okay, 1. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. All right. It's pretty, isn't it? It's a little lighter than that one. A little lighter color, I can tell a little bit. And see, I'm not going to go right up to this color because it's a little wet yet, and I don't want it to mix, right? So I'm going to avoid that by making the space. That's why a lot of times you'll see the spaces there. I avoided going right up to that color. And let's spread it out. Pretty, huh? Okay. I'm going to see if I can get a little of that purple out before I do the next one. Isn't that pretty purple? That's pretty, isn't it? I'm going to turn my rag over. This is getting kind of wet. Let's see. I just use my, you know, my old washcloths for my rags when I paint. All right, let's see here. Let me just scrub that out just a little bit. I just don't want purple in my colors. Yeah. I'm going to take my Kleenex and blot it. See, there we go. Just a little bit there. Okay. All right. Now, let's take the Ultramarine Blue, which is one of my favorite colors. I love Ultramarine Blue. A lot of skies are my Ultramarine Blue with Cerulean Blue. I do like to use Cerulean Blue, which I don't know if they have a Cerulean Blue. But anyway, all right, now let's see, Cad Yellow Hue. All right. All right, let's see what color this makes. Oh, I think I'm going to love this. All right, I'm going to get some of my water out of my ferrule there. All right, so now let's see. Yeah, now see, you can't really tell. I did see a lot of green in there when I was making it, so I knew it was going to be green, but see, that's why spreading it out also helps, because you can really tell what that color. That almost looks black, doesn't it? But let's see, when you spread it out. Okay, see there, you can see the green, so it makes a really dark green. See there, now you can really tell that color there, which is wonderful. Okay, all right, now the I don't know, you know, I want to say ink tense, but it's not ink tense, it's intense blue. Intense blue. I think I have my Derwent watercolor pencils. I have ink tense Derwent watercolor pencils. That's why I want to say ink tense blue. So okay, let's take the intense blue. Okay, and I mean, this is like really, really strong. Okay, and we're going to do the Cad Yellow. And we're going to see what we come up with. Okay, where is my brush here? I'm wanting you to see me wipe my brush for some reason. Okay, there. Anyway, well, you know what the procedure is, right? Okay, and so let me concentrate on here. Okay, so I took my ink tense and my Cad Yellow. Okay, ready? This one. Okay, I took pretty much of it because the intense blue is just a really strong color. And so I wanted to, you know, do it equally. The ratio 2 to 1. All right, now let's put this on, see what we get here. Well, see, I don't have a lot of water on this. I'm going to squirt this just a little bit here. Bring that up here. Wait, I didn't get it quite. Okay. And so it's not activating. You can see the dryness of it. So I'm going to do this with a little bit more water. You do that, you know, too. If you have to add more water, add more water. If you have to take water away, do that. Right, so there's the intense blue color with Cad Yellow. Now see, it looks different, doesn't it, from here? It looks, all right, now we're going to spread it out. Okay. I have a little bit too much water. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful color, huh? I like that. Just beautiful. Okay, now let's do the mauve. Where's my mauve color? Oh, my mauve actually looks purple on my palette. You know what I'm getting down here? Oh, you can't actually see my intense. because it's the last one. See, there it is. I thought you were able to see that. Sorry. There's the ultramarine blue, and there's the intense blue. All right, now let me turn this way. Maybe it's going to work for you this way. See, I have a paper towel down here too, below it. Okay, let's do this. Can you see that better? All right, now the mauve is here. Yeah, you can see that. And yeah, all right, so we'll work that way now, and then you'll be able to see me put them on there. Good. That works. This is my new palette, by the way. I'm so excited to show you. I got a Pro Art. This is a Pro Art palette, and I bought it just so that I'll be able to paint and show you my palette while I paint on camera. So, and it wasn't very expensive. It was I think it was around like $12 on Amazon, and it's actually from Pro Art, and it folds. It folds, and I never had one that folds before. I always kept mine open, and then it had a top, which is I have a Pikes palette, and it's really huge. I'll show you. Let me show you this Pikes palette, and I used it for all my paints that I'm doing this. These are all the I was going to say M. Graham. I got to get used to this. These are student grade, the Winsor Newton paints, and I this palette I used for the color chart that I've been working on. But I wanted to bring, this is my first time using this, very first time you're seeing it on camera, and me using it for the first time, and it's working out lovely. I just love it. So I'm so excited. All right, now, isn't painting fun? I just love painting and all the things that come with it. Okay, so now let's see. Let's do our mauve, which doesn't that look like, I don't know, purple or something? It's so dark. I thought, oh, where's my mauve? Okay, there it is. This is really nice because, okay, so let me count the wells. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, there's 17 paints because we're using 17. All right, so then 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 small wells, and then you got your bigger wells to mix your paints. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wells to mix your paints. And then this one, I'll show you a little later. Well, here, I'll just turn it. The reason I have my rag there is because I can't use that well to mix the colors, but that's something where, like, you can open that up and you can put your thumb in it when you do your plein air painting outside. So that's kind of cool, huh? So anyway, so let's get to our color chart again. All right, now let's do the mauve. Okay, so let's well, now you can't see me wiping the cloth, but you know that I have to. Okay, so let me do these procedures again. All right, so now I just clean my brush. Okay, so it has clean water on it, and I'm picking my mauve color. How many times? Twice, right? I just want you to know how to do this because I think it'll help you paint. Okay, so I picked my mauve color once and twice, like that. Looks like there's hardly any paint, but it's enough paint, I guess. All right, now I put my brush in the dirty water to get that mauve color off, and then I'm rinsing it in the clean water. And then I'm just dabbing it on the cloth just a little bit again, so that when I put my other color on it, it won't be too wet. Okay, so now cad yellow hue. Let's go back and get our cad yellow hue. And that I will only do, you can't see it, but I will tell you I'm only going to dab it once. Okay. And put it in my mauve. And let's see what that does. Okay. Look at that. Wow. Looks kind of like a copper, like a brown. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. That's pretty. Okay, dirty water, clean water. Dab it on the brush a little bit and bring it out. There, look at that. It's like a copper color, like a paprika maybe, or a, like that. Okay. All right, let's do the next one. Burnt sienna. Okay, here's 1, 2, dirty water, clean water, dab it on the brush, pick up my cad yellow, 1, and put it in my, this is burnt sienna. Okay, and let's put it down. That's pretty too. Now, you don't have to spend all this time, you know, on making it so, like, I feel like I'm making it like perfect or something. You know, you can just, you don't even have to make squares if you don't want to. You know, you just do it the way you want to. I don't want to make it too hard for anybody. You don't, you know, to think you have to do this and make it too hard for any, you know, for yourself, or too long, you know. But I'll show you my other color charts too, and I don't mind making them. Okay, now let's do the burnt umber. Here's 1. Oh, now that's a little dry. I'm going to mix that with my water here. Okay, all right. And let's do this here. 1. But like I said, don't be afraid to put paint on in there, because otherwise, you know, it won't activate anything for you. You know, won't do anything. All right, burnt umber and cad yellow. Now let's see what we get. I got a lot of water on my ferrule. Gotta take that off. Otherwise it, you know, goes down on the painting. You know, you're painting. You gotta take that off. Okay. I got quite a bit of water on there. So when I take this off and clean it to spread it, I'm gonna dry it pretty good. Okay. Okay, let me get it dried pretty good. And I still, there we go. Still might have to take some water off. Now you see the different browns. Different browns. I use a lot of brown in my painting. You know, trees, rocks, you know, for my landscapes, monkeys, and you know, other animals, giraffes that I draw, dogs. Use a lot of browns, you know, so I'm just going to leave that right there. All right, now Payne's Gray. I love Payne's Gray for my shadows. So that's this one here. Let's see, it might be a little dry. Maybe not. Okay, can you know, you can see that? Okay, good. 1, 2. Well, I didn't get quite a bit. Yeah, I need a little bit more. There we go. See, don't be afraid to put it on, because to dip that, you know, that's a little dry too, but that's okay. It was okay. All right, now Payne's Gray and Cad Yellow. Let's see what this makes here. Okay. Oh, beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay. You know, Payne's Gray. I make my blacks with Ultramarine Blue and Burnt Sienna, or Ultramarine Blue and Burnt Umber. But I do use Payne's Gray sometime to make my shadows. Okay. All right, now let's pull it out. See how pretty of a gray that is there? And then, of course, you know, the more water you put in your Payne's Gray, the grayer it'll be, you know, the lighter it'll be, of course, you know, the lighter shadow there, see? All right, now, Lamp. It's called Lamp, L-A-M-P, black, and it is black. In fact, that's what this was. Oh, I just couldn't believe it. I am glad that it didn't get all over me, right? When that happened, right before I went on camera. Wouldn't you know it? All right, so the Lamp Black and the Cad Yellow. I just like that name. I don't know why. Lamp Black. How'd they ever think of that name? All right, here's Cad Yellow, one. All right, put it here. See what this is going to be. Probably a darker, I would think, darker gray, maybe. Now, see, this is what I'm not used to. I'm not used to, you know, the colors being over here. I just got to get used to that. All right, so probably if I was doing a painting, I would have my palette, you know, moved over a little bit. So, and I think that's what I ran up against when I got this splash on there. Anyway, so, all right, now, oh, look at that black. Whoa. I like black, too. I love all colors. Oh, I don't know. Just painting just thrills me. I just love painting, you know. I really, really do. And I'm sure you do too, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this, right? Are you painters? Let me know. How long have you been painting? What have you found that you like? What colors you like and what paints do you use? Let me know it in the comments. I'd love to hear. So there it is. There's our last color. And it is black, isn't it? Yeah, wow. Look at that. It's pretty black. In fact, it looks like this one's pretty black too, raw sienna, but a little green in there I see. That's interesting. So we are done. Look at it. It's beautiful. Look at, we completed it. All right, let me wash off my brush. And I'm going to put my palette over here. And let's see, I'll put it right down here. And let's just take a look at it. Oh, it's just, I just love it. Oh, I get so excited about my color charts. I just love my color charts. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to show you my other color charts. And if this is too close, then we will zero on out, and I call it zero on out. I don't know why I said that. I will move the camera so that you can see it better. Okay, so let me put this here. Oh, I got so much on my desk you wouldn't believe. All right, now these are my M-gram watercolor paints. I absolutely love. They have honey in them and they don't dry out on your palette. And I love the colors that that you can create with this. Now these are inch squares. You see, I don't have any more room to add here. So I actually made quite a bit of color charts with my M-gram. And also this color chart has one of the Reeves color, which is Viridian hue. Remember I mentioned that I did have been coloring with that, painting rather with that for a while. And so I absolutely love all these colors. I can't tell you how much. All right, so then let's see, my next one, let me put that there, is this one. It's on the same order. You put your paints here, and the same paints in the order, down here. Now you know how to make it, right? If you've never made a color chart. So you know how to get all these colors. This is M-gram and one Reeves color on here. Trying to find them. Oh, the one Reeves is Flesh Tint. We'll talk about that in a minute. And it's the paint Reeves, R-E-E-V-E-S. We're going to talk about a little bit about paint, just a little bit about paints. I know this, I don't want to make this video too long, but I think it's interesting, all this information. Now, here's my other color chart, and it has a lot of green in it. Look at all these greens. Aren't they? Let's see, can you see them? Here they are, right down here, the greens. And, see, can you see these? No, here, I'm going to flip this around. There. Can you see all those beautiful greens right here? And then I do a lot of paintings with greens because I'm a nature artist, so I want to know, you know, what color goes well with another color, you know, that I like, and to get my greens in my paintings. And the look at this. Can you see that? No, here. Let me turn this around. Look at that. Look at this color here. Isn't that gorgeous? That is permanent alizarin crimson and the cerulean blue. See, if you mix two of those and one of that, you know, the ratio is 2 to 1. You get that. You look at that. So, and so then now this is my Reeves color chart. Look how light they are. Reeves is a student grade, and I actually couldn't finish it because if you see, let me see if I can show you the violet. I ran out of the violet, and let me show you what they look like in the Reeves. See, here's my Reeves paints, and I got them about 25 years ago, and I really didn't paint with them at all, really. I mean, some I did, you know, but mostly they just sat there, and I started to make my color chart because I was actually going to, I decided I want to use professional M-gram paints, and I want to have a student grade in case I do want to start helping people learn how to paint, and I want to offer them a student grade paint. Well, okay, so I'm doing my chart, right? I did all this work, all my chart, and so I ended up not having enough violet. As you can see, it's I couldn't finish it. I went down this way, you know, this way with it, but I couldn't finish. So I went online to find if I could get the violet. Come to find out, they don't make Reeves they're not going to be making Reeves anymore. They're not going to be offering it. And I thought, I made this whole color chart. You know, it takes a little bit of time. So I thought, I just can't believe it. So that's why I thought, okay, what am I going to use for a student grade? And I heard a lot of people love the Winsor Newton Cotman student grade, and I thought, okay, I'll try that. So I did. I ordered all the Winsor Newton Cotman paints, and 4 of them were in back order. So I just couldn't believe it that for the longest time I was ready to do that chart. So I actually ordered, I got my, well, you know what, I am going to talk about all of this in another video because this is getting kind of long. But all I want to say is that you can't buy Reeves anymore. Okay, so, but the flesh tint, now I want to talk a little bit about the flesh tint. Where's my, let me see. Because on some of the paintings that I want to teach people have the flesh tint. Let me put this chart here. The flesh tint by Reeves, and you can't get it. You can't get that anymore. So what I'm suggesting when I show these paintings to people, you know, they're on video too. To not even put it, you know, you can't even put it. Maybe put, you know, a little white, or make your color a little lighter by putting a little bit more water. So I wanted to mention that. Okay, this is my Viridian Hue Reeves that I just love. I've been using that for a while. That's in there. Okay, so now these two, let's see, the green gold, the Winsor Newton Professional is what I use on that. That's the Professional. I've been using that for a while. See, it's almost gone there. And so, but I love this green gold. But this is the Professional one. I want to mention that too. If you watch my videos and you're learning how to paint from those. It's called the Let's Paint with Vicki series I have on my YouTube channel. And just want to mention that they're the professional. And then the Hooker's Green, I think I mentioned that when I was making the color chart. You can get it in the professional, or you can get it in the student grade. And I'll be painting now, you know, I'm going to be doing a painting with my Winsor Newton Cotman watercolors to see if I really like them. You know, of course, before I suggest that people buy them. I've heard many good things about them. I just want to make sure, you know, that I like them myself. I was actually, like I said in the beginning of the video, I was absolutely thrilled at how vibrant, how rich actually the color. I am just really kind of shocked. I just thought they were going to be very weak, like I said, but so far I like them. But I am going to be painting something, and I might be showing you that painting that I do on camera, and we'll just see how they act. Okay, so now these, I just want to just mention these. These are my M-gram paints, and I get them a little bigger than I did the Winsor Newton Cotman. They come in 15 mil, and like I say, they have honey in them, and I absolutely love them. So I'm not telling you to get student grade. You know, I wouldn't tell anybody what paints to get. I mean, that is a very, I think, personal decision. And I can just tell you what I have liked to use. And anyway, do you like these? Isn't this pretty? These are so nice. And thank you, my daughter Leah, and I believe her daughter Mia made these for our 30th wedding anniversary. And I have, Leah, I don't never tell you, I have my paints in there, my special paints in these special boxes. Tom and I now have been married, it'll be 36 years, I believe, 36 years in July. And so anyway, I really love to use this box. They're just right in here, and thank you, Leah, my daughter. That's my oldest daughter. All right, now let's see what else. Oh, I want to show you actually what a few other things that I think you'll be interested in knowing. Okay, so now this painting here was my picture that I wanted to paint. It is called Monkey in the Tree, and this was actually my turning point as far as using vibrant colors. After this, I thought, you know what, I love this rich look of colors. And, you know, you develop your own style and your way of painting, and some people love, you know, the pastel looks, and I do also like that, but I do love this look, and but I do want to let you know something. I think it's very important to keep a record of the colors that you use, and to write the names of the colors. Like this is a gamboge and a quedacridum rose mix. Because, like, say for example, on this painting here, let me get to it here. Let me get to this here. I have my paintings on my, you might have seen them on my stand here, my easel. Let me get this one. This is this painting here. This is, oh, that's upside down. Anyway, is it? Yeah. This is a sketch of, and keep your sketches also. It's just nice to for a reference for yourself, and the color paints you used. This is that one. Look at how vibrant. I don't know if you can really see the vibrancy and the just beautiful colors. You know, the shadowing, and it looks like there's sunlight on it. So this one I call Beautiful Lilies. And so what I do is to remember, you know, my colors and everything, what I do is I have this. I want to show you because it might help you to organize your work a little bit when you paint, which is always nice to do. Let me get this here. Well, here, I'll just show you. It is this here. It's an. Can you see that? It's. Oh, I have the camera so close. See, it's an accordion type of. You know, where I can open it, and then, you know, my paintings are in alphabetical order, and then I started to put, you know, keep the colors, okay, that I use, because otherwise, what happens is, I had forgotten what the colors of the background were on this, and I started another paint. You know, I'm actually developing a product that's kind of a secret, but I'm really excited about it. It won't be out for a while. It's taking, you know, quite a while, you know, to do. But anyway, but I couldn't figure out what this color was, and so I made this color chart using all the colors that I thought were in here, and I did figure out that it's Prussian, Viridian, and Sap Green. So, and more of the Sap Green, and I just loved it. And so if I had written, you know, and saved my colors that I used in this painting, I wouldn't have had to take the time to figure all that out, you know. I just wanted to show you that. I think it's kind of helpful for you to know that. And so that's that one. Now, I wanted to show you also this beautiful colors in here, and this is called, yeah, Delicate Rose. And I just loved the different greens and the beautiful reds. They say on camera the reds don't show up very well, so you might not be able to see. These are very bright colors. It's just so beautiful. I just love this one. And then let me show you another one I have on my easel. Look at all these beautiful. See the oranges that you can mix. Remember, we got a lot of mixture with our yellows. And the reds, you know, to make the oranges. Just beautiful. I just love that one. This is called Mum's Delight. And these have not been, you know, some of my paintings, Tom, he's my matter and framer, and he hasn't put them in the, you know, I just showed you, like this type of one where it has the, it has this, oops, upside down, has the mat already on it. He puts the mat on it, and then I put the name of the design, and you know, I sign it. And this one is pretty, isn't it? It's called Daffodils with Dewdrops, and I just love the greens in here. So it was from, you know, the monkey painting on that I had discovered that mixing two colors and making my, actually, you know, making my color charts are so important to develop, you know, and to see all these colors. Just, you know, it just makes it so much easier. Now this is a Winsor Newton Cotman Mauve, and I hadn't made a color chart with, and you know, using my other colors. So I wanted to see what those looked like, and this I made a while ago too. And all I did was, you know, put 2 of the Winsor Newton Mauve, you know, and 1 2-to-1 ratio, the same way that we did it. And those are all my colors that made. So I'm so glad that I did that too, because that is a real favorite of mine too, the mauve color, and the Winsor Newton Cotman. So. Oh my, we've talked a lot about color charts. Oh, I want to show you one more painting that I did. Every year I develop and paint my Christmas cards. So this is my latest Christmas card. And see the blues that I got, you know, by having my color charts and the reds, the greens. I just love this, the background. So Anyway, so I think it's really well worth it to have a color chart, and I have them out while I paint, and when I think about my colors, and you know, you do. Oh, there's my birdie clock. It's 8 o'clock at night. I actually got done a little late. I usually make my videos in the morning, but we saw our grandchildren today, and so we were busy with that, and I'm not complaining at all, not getting, you know, my nature's best work done, because oh my, it's been so long since I've been able to be with my grandchildren. And I did have my mask on. We've been vaccinated, but I did have my mask on, and you know, we made a craft with them today. We had lunch with them. I brought some. My husband made chicken fajitas, and I made my tortillas, and we just had a really good time. They really didn't like the chicken fajitas, so I always bring food over, because my daughter just had another baby, you know, so now she's got 3, the twins and the baby, and so I bring food to her every time I come. And so today I asked the twins, I said, now, did you like this or do you like this? So I want them to tell me what they like and what they don't like, so I don't make it anymore if they don't like it. But anyway, her and her husband, you know, will eat it. So we had a good time. Anyway, so I'm getting off track here. Sorry. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and happy painting, happy creating, and enjoy your day. And so good to be able to make this video today, because I haven't been able to make my videos. I've been waiting for those paints. Oh, it's been weeks. I think what I heard is that because of the pandemic, a lot of people have taken up painting, or you know, getting art materials, so it's a little hard. I don't know, maybe you can comment too in the comments, let me know if you've had trouble getting, you know, your art materials. But anyway, so I better end the video. Okay, until next time, happy creating.